Welcome to This Week in West Hempstead, sponsored by Spiegel Law PC 516-873-1683, Tiffany Dry Cleaners, and Riesterer Bakery. Here are your hosts, David and Norm. Take it away, gentlemen.
Thank you, Dan and Norm. Good to be back in the studio.
Yeah, always good to be back, and I can't believe what's going on with Verizon.
Yeah, I heard you were like stuck on the highway and out of range, and
It's out of range. The whole East Coast is down. It's the craziest thing I ever heard.
I believe it's a government conspiracy. they're getting ready.
It's Iran.
Hold on.
Oh, could be Iran.
All right, let's bring it all back a little bit local. So, Norm, is this story that I don't really have all the details, and it's sort of like it just fell in our lap, and I got to get everything confirmed. But let me tell you what I know. There's the Diamond Charter School, which is a charter school that I think is based out of the town of Hempstead, the town of Hempstead School District.
Right.
There's a public hearing. The first one is going to be taking place January 20th, and this is a West Hempstead public hearing. And then I believe that there's a second hearing that's taking place January 21st in Hempstead. And
both of these, by the way, are for the school district. So it's the West Hempstead School District public hearing, followed by the Hempstead Public School District.
And where's the hearing going to be held?
Well, so the first hearing, the 20th, is going to be held at the secondary school in the video conference room, and the other one is going to be at the ABGS Middle School, 70 Greenwich Street in Hempstead.
And so the idea is that they want to bring some of their kids on the charter school into West Hempstead?
I think that's part of it. I mean, it's a little bit complicated, and
based on what we're reading so far,
Dan, help me,
again,
because
it's a little confusing, and like some of this seems like it happened last year. We're not 100% sure. Based on what we're reading, they are planning charter schools for Hempstead. However, for the first 2 years of its existence, somehow they're going to be sending kids to the West Hempstead district.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think some of it claims this is like preschool or very young kids, and it's all very, very nebulous right now.
I'm pretty sure that they do have charter schools in Hempstead. At least one that I know of.
So I got someone posted a notice of public hearing. Now, mind you, the reason why I'm a little bit confused is also that they have the date as January 21st, 2025. So I hope this isn't a typo and maybe one of these things where I bring up a story from the library from 10 years ago and realize 5 minutes later. But assuming that it is actually 2026. It goes on to say that the charter school requests to temporarily incubate in the West Hempstead Union Free School District for a period not to exceed 2 years while facility acquisition and construction are completed with the district. So it sounds to me like they're saying, and I'm making this up because again, all speculative. So don't send me hate mail, please.
A grain of salt here.
This is a podcast. We're just trying to figure it out. We don't really know. If we know, you think we'd be doing a podcast? We'd be on News 12 or something. So anyway, I think what's happening is they don't have a place for the first 2 years while they're building a new facility, and for some reason they think that the West Hempstead School District either has the space or they can get the space from them. I don't really know. Hence the public hearings in both locations. That's what I think.
Yeah, they have a site on Eagle. Don't they have a building on Eagle that they can lease out?
I mean, all the school buildings are full. I mean, they're all used. Whether or not they're at 100% capacity, that's a whole separate podcast. So we're not even going to go there. But all this, as far as I'm aware of, there aren't any empty. I think you're talking about the gross that I think that space is rented out.
It's leased.
Yeah. So
they may be asking for that.
We need to get clarification.
So that's our non-story story.
It's our non-story. We're going to reach out to, to the West Hempstead School District and try to get this all clarified. And again, this kind of someone posted this on our Facebook site, and you start looking into it, and it's just weird. I mean,
I'm doing a little more looking on Facebook and in general across the web. There's some debate about this surprise on Facebook, right? But people are really worked up about this because I think everybody's concerned that they're shipping district money. And again, this is going to be in Hempstead, not directly West Hempstead. And people are concerned they're shipping this money off to whatever this charter school is. I can't find anything either about this organization. Is this a private organization? Is it public? So I think there's a lot to dig in here. The other thing I just want to bring up while we're talking about it, this is the first any of the three of us have heard about it.
Yeah.
And we would have figured during previous budget cycles, like this would have come out in the conversation.
And you know what? It could just well be that this is a good thing for the West Hempstead School District because maybe they're getting paid extra monies that they didn't budget to accommodate some classrooms, and maybe they have room again. I'm making it all up. And maybe it's a bad thing because all of a sudden there's now a charter school in the West Hempstead School District, and parents say, oh, I want to send my kid now to the charter school, not to the public school, but the charter school is really part of Hempstead. So now my head hurts. I have no freaking idea about this story.
The important thing is energy for social media, right?
Yeah, no, the important thing is
they can talk about everything that they don't know anything about, but they're worried about.
The more important part is we got through 8 minutes of the podcast. That's the big story.
How about those Rams?
Yeah, so you know what? So we'll stay on education. What about those Rams? So the West Hempstead Rams boys basketball team, they had a strong game last week. They defeated Carl Place 59-52. Alex Davis led with 19 points, including 4 3-pointers, which is pretty amazing. And West Hempstead improves their record to 9-2 in their division. So boys basketball off to a great start.
Yeah, major money on the line for the Bagels store now, right?
Yeah.
What's the story with that?
You know what? So the Bagel store is
it just changed hands.
It changed hands, and we're talking about Bageltown on Hempstead Avenue. So yes, Abraham and Heshe Gluck are no longer the owners. They're new Queens owners. Elon Kornblum, who's a resident foodie and influencer, he has this Name the Bagel Store contest, and you win $200 worth of bagel products. So of course, the community took to it, and they came up with all these great names.
So let's hear a few. What are they?
I haven't. You go on Facebook and figure it out. I mean, we got our own Facebook audience we got to keep up. But here's the other thing. While they were doing, this whole bagel thing, I was also thinking that of all the things that Riesterer makes, and they make everything, as we know, is just unbelievable, they happen to be making great bagels. And it just so happens that this week they have a bagel special of 95 cents per bagel. And really, they
limit 12, by the way.
Yeah, limited 12, and they look amazing. So, you know what? Bageltown, call it what you want. I think they should call it "Get Me Out of Here in 5 Minute Bagel Store," and I think
not happening in 5 minutes.
Now, the other list,
have either of you actually seen or met the new owners? Because I'm not in there regularly enough.
I haven't, and I can't report about it. But we certainly wish them luck, and this sounds very exciting that they're having a contest. When they do come up with the winner, Norm will announce it, so the people, we'll get the credit for it. In other local news, so the Lakeview Fire District just named Daniel McCrossan as the fire commissioner. And this was held in an organizational meeting on Tuesday. And we wish him incredible luck. And this is a great honor.
It's a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're a great team. I mean, that fire department is all over town. So I really wish them both best of luck.
Yep. And I got to calm down about all this bagel talk, so maybe now's a good time for us to take a commercial break.
Hi, I'm Jeff Wenger, owner and operator of Tiffany Dry Cleaners. We've made things even easier. Schedule a cleaning, pickup, just with one click on our new app or website. And don't forget, we offer free pickup, delivery right to your door. Tiffany Dry Cleaners gets it just right.
So Norm, next story, you might enjoy this and appreciate this. You drive down Woodfield and you see this old Kwanzaa hut. It used to be a beverage store. I think it's been vacant for the last few years. Do you know that started out as a synagogue?
Yeah, I do know that. And actually, that's like an old World War II type material building.
Yeah, but it wasn't used or built during World War II. It was actually built and designed as a synagogue. I guess in the early 50s, this was still a relatively cheap way of making large buildings.
It might even be surplus material from.
So it's just amazing. And again, someone posted it up on West Hempstead. And it was on a Long Island historical site, and people just drive by this building, and you don't really stop to think about the history of some of these structures. So
is anybody occupying it now? I mean, it was empty for a very long time.
What I can tell you, since in the course of my particular services wanderings, it was one of the places we were looking at. We had to vacate the Hank space during the construction phase. We were looking at it, and I there was some kind of like package delivery service in there, but I can tell you categorically at one point recently they were looking for tenants. I don't know if they still are, but there have been things. I kind of missed the beverage place because it was a good place to go and pick up stuff for a good price, but listen, that's what it is. Yeah. By the way, you have on our notes here that it was a Quonset style hut designed by an architect. Like, who needed an architect to design a Quonset hut?
I don't know.
We know what they look like.
They have the blueprint up on the site, and they have the actual layout of how they got the seats organized, and again, all this stuff. It's pretty interesting.
Definitely history.
Yeah. So heading over to the library, a couple of important events. On January 21st, they have. That's tonight. Okay, so they have Finding Your Best Fit College, and
that's next week.
It's
Dave.
next week.
Oh, shoot,
not tonight.
Sorry, I'm yes.
We're so worked up
I
here.
saw Wednesday, and I'm like, oh my God, it's tomorrow. No, next week. Sorry, I'm not going into the time warp. Don't get the nets out yet. Wednesday, January 21st, between 7 to 8 p.m. Again, it's hosted by the Princeton Review. Topics include test optional admissions, tuition myths, finding the right school, which is like super important, and free registration. So that's even better. So
and then they have the Narcan training.
Yeah, you know what?
I would really encourage parents who have kids, especially teenage kids, go take this training.
You never know.
Take this training. This is a life-saving, easy-to-do thing.
It's just like a spray.
Yeah,
and
you can save a kid's life with a spray. It's amazing.
Yeah, so that's going to be taking place Tuesday, January 20th, between 6:30 and 8:30. Again, the library just puts on, all these, very, very helpful events. And, actually one of the other things that the library has, which kind of leads into the next story, is they have those fakakta property tax seminars throughout the town of Hempstead. So here's my rant, which I do probably about every quarter. Why doesn't the town of Hempstead get this done correctly, and so that you don't need to have, third parties like Maidenbaum, and nothing against Maidenbaum, they're wonderful, and I use them and all that good stuff.
But we pay for that.
But why? Yeah, it's
we
like
pay them.
Half of the money goes to them, half of the money is the savings. But why not just get it right the first time, so you don't have to go to seminars that are given by the town. So there's
and
one
you don't have to pay people off in order to keep your taxes down.
It's crazy. Just lower them. Just
Really?
make them the way that they're supposed
Get
to
your act
be.
together.
So here's my rant about
Okay,
it.
all right. Hold on.
It's in certain people's interests for the tax code to be complicated. It's
course.
in their interest to do it, and
Yeah.
that's why. I mean, again, God bless these preparation organizations and the income tax people, preparers, all the rest of it. It's in their interest for things to be complicated, and so you come over there and you use them. So I don't anticipate things changing anytime soon.
No, and again, this is just part of Nassau County. It's just a game, and again, I wish you'd get it right. Dan's right. Then they'll never get it right. They want to keep things as screwed up as possible.
Just to be clear, if you want the property tax seminars, there's a February 13th at Echo Park. February 20th, I'm maybe it's at Echo
No, that's
Park.
at the library.
That's at the library. So the 13th claims Echo Park, the 20th at the library, and go get help with this lunatic arrangement.
Yeah, just signing off, I want to remind people, Riesterer is online. You can go to ourbakery.com and you can order all the amazing bakery items that you go into the store. You want to send it over to your kid who's in college. The best place to go is Riesterer's. And Norm,
by the way, they have king cakes. So not
king
for
cakes,
a long
that's right.
time.
You can order them online.
Mardi Gras is your thing. They got king cakes available for shipment.
Yep. And wow, so Norm, you made it. You made it back, and now you can run the last lap of your marathon. And listen, we wish everyone a great week, and we'll join you next week.
Have a great week.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Please be sure to visit our sponsors, Spiegel Law PC, Tiffany Dry Cleaners, and Riester's Bakery. To find out more or to reach out to us, come visit us on social media at Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at westhempsteadecho.com.